So this week on Lazy Boys Night, I'm pissed at Hollywood.
You seem really, really angry right now.
Well, I'm trying to contain the rage, but I'm pissed at Hollywood. More specifically, the tired tropes of action films that have made me no longer believe the action.
Oh, okay? I want to jump at that.
I love action flicks, and right now I'm just okay. Right after this,
watch this. We'll see you very shortly.
Chosen path, two mates on the lounge with stories untold, chatting about movies worth more than gold, food escapades and opinions so true, just two good fellas seeing life through, their banter and wisdom, a comforting sound, no pretense, no drama, just solid common ground. These are the channels, the ones I adore, guiding my screen, always wanting more. Shredding guitars to laughter and chat. My favorite YouTube, that's where it's
at. That's dude. Hey, welcome to Lazy Boys Night.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's laughing. He's anticipating how pumped up I'm going to get once I start my rant. My diatribe. But for now, what are we drinking? Yeah. This is the Lost Barrel Mango Lager. Mango Lager? Usually the fruity ones are like the sours or the IPAs.
You're not allowed to see fruity ones anymore.
My apologies. The non-hetero... Did I just offend people now?
Worse. You gotta try to find a way of saying...
This is from Black Rapids Brewing Company. Fruit! I'm curious. I've never had a mango lager before. Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Smells good?
Yeah.
Mmm.
That is very good.
Weird in a really good way. It's totally a summer beer.
This tastes like somebody you go to like a brewer, not even a brewer, where I don't know, back up to a buddy's place and he's starting to make beers and he goes, "You got to try this one."
Yeah, only it's a good one.
I don't know if I should be trying this one. And you go, "What'd you do?"
That's interesting.
What did you do?
You know what? This with hear me out. You're gonna think it's gross.
You're prepping me in advance.
You do a hamburger, but like an actual hamburger. You use ground ham instead of ground beef, and you put a pineapple ring on it, and then you have this beer with it.
Well, I was thinking something a la
Hawaiian
themed,
pizza with this.
Yeah, something like that. And just with the mango, because the mango's not overwhelming. It's there.
It's a hint. It's nice.
But it's very refreshing.
Actually, it's too nice because now I want to get pumped up again. All right, Hollywood, here's what's going on. Recently, I saw Scream 7.
Ew.
Now, I love the Scream franchise. The original trilogy was quite good. 4 was 5 and 6 they tried to do what they call a requel. Hit and miss. 7.
Not so much.
7. The premise was still good and it still kept you guessing. So kudos to that part. However, the writing got lazy. There's a lot of lazy writing in action flicks because people just keep resorting to the same old tricks that don't make any sense. In this case, the lazy writing was some of the kills, because they're trying to go over the top, more spectacular than before, become so over the top they're cartoonish.
Yeah.
And what made Scream good was that it's just a crazy person with a knife. It could happen, unlike other horror films that are supernatural in nature. But with that cartoonish kill, it killed the franchise for me. I just don't believe it anymore.
You're talking about the specific bar scene kill?
Yeah. So you know what? Dude is going to put up a little thing that's going to keep flashing spoiler alert while I talk about this. If you don't want to hear it,
know how to do that
fast forward to when the spoiler alert bar disappears, okay? Here's the setup. They're in a bar. Ghostface, even though Ghostface doesn't really run anymore, is just keeps stalking people just as big as him, and for some reason they're all terrified. Well, granted, he's got a knife and he's scary looking.
He just appears.
But
he's everywhere.
At one point, they're behind the bar, and the pull tabs. You know how most beer brands, they have their own special little tab with their. This one happens
Any
to just.
episode of Tabarnak, if you look behind us,
You can see
we
the
have
tabs.
beer taps there.
You can see the tap for some reason is a big pointy spike. Now, first
From
of all,
Spiker's Brewery.
yes, sure. But first of all, these things would be made of resin because they wouldn't actually give out real metal spikes in real life, so it would be very soft.
You're hoping.
Yeah. But anyways, so it's a spike. And what does Ghostface do? He grabs this person by the head, lifts them up, and, you know, can you really deadlift slowly somebody who probably weighs about 180 pounds? No. Lifts them up and slowly, the back of the head, your back of the skull, onto the spike and slowly brings them down. To the point where the spikes bust through the top of the skull. Slowly. You cannot exert enough pressure to have the spike break through the skull like that, especially since it's a resin spike, not a real metal one.
How much butter do you have
But
in your
here's the
head?
thing that made it even dumber. When that happens, the dead person's like, so what happens to the actual tap?
Wait,
for some reason,
wait. What happens?
for some reason, the tap is actually now embedded in the hull, and the beer starts pouring out the mouth because the weight pulls
That's an
it
awesome
forward.
beer tap.
And it's just so the beer and blood are pouring out the mouth, and it was just so f***ing cartoonish. It made me lose any kind of belief in that. All right, spoiler over.
So,
So-
that scene was that specific scene triggered
It triggered something in me.
every other movie and TV show you've seen in the last few years.
Well, because here's what happens: is I want to believe what I'm watching. Now I know it's not real, but I want to believe the story's credible. And sure, okay,
You want to believe a man can fly.
Well, see, superhero films don't count because they change the laws, but they respect them. Yeah, Superman's an alien; he can fly. Nobody else can. That's fine. If Lois Lane starts to fly, I'm like, what the hell is that? It doesn't make sense.
That's weird.
That's weird.
That doesn't make sense.
But Superman, within the confines of their universe, it works. But things that should be normal, and we had a rant about this years ago where I said ice floats, but we're not going there. I'm going
Check out this episode.
Yeah. But I'm going specifically about 5 action tropes that annoy the crap out of me because in real life it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Number 1.
What's the biggest issue?
It's not the biggest. I'm just
What's
going
number
in.
one? Okay.
So the number 1 I'm mentioning, silencers.
best, and then we're going to the worst.
Silencers. Bang, bang, bang. Put the silencer on. You shoot somebody from 5 feet away, you don't hear them.
They're called suppressors.
Okay, yeah, first of all, they're called suppressors, and B, they don't go pew. They go from bang to bang. They will reduce the sound by about 20, maybe 30%.
What? You can't go.
No, it doesn't exist. You want to go use a crossbow.
Yeah, those go.
A little tube of metal this long is not going to muffle the sound. A shotgun
Apparently,
barrel this
every
long
time
is longer
they
than that little piece.
Twist one in, you know you're not going to hear anything.
It doesn't work that way. It is absolute BS and it annoys me. You want a silent kill? Do it another way. Go pew, pew. It doesn't work. Okay? So stop doing that. Number 2,
Stop it.
fight scenes. Like fisticuffs fight scenes.
Oh, we had an episode on that too. Best bar.
Best bar fights ever.
Yeah,
All right.
got that one.
2 aspects to fight scenes. I'm going to start with the first one. Fatigue. All right? You see these movies where like bang, 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 they run, they keep fighting. Yeah, I get you got adrenaline pumping, but nonetheless, you know what? The human body can only take so much. You get tired real quick. Ask a real fighter, go speak to an MMA fighter, something like that. Tournament. Now, if the fight is not done, if you can't knock out the other guy in the first 30 seconds, it's going to be hard.
Dude, you're out of breath after 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these are trained athletes who can do that. The regular person cannot do that. So anytime you see these long, crazy fights, especially with all the flipping and the jumping, no. Ever watch an actual gymnast do a few flips? When they're done, they got to prime up again. It doesn't work that way. The average Joe cannot ever. Yeah, even Bruce Lee. You know what? The magic of editing. Even Bruce Lee could not do that in real life. It's exhausting. I remember one scene that made me believe. Right now...
Santa Claus?
No.
Okay.
Tim Allen fighting it with somebody.
Jack Frost, you're going down, mofo!
So right now on Disney Plus, there's Daredevil Reborn, which is a great series. The original Daredevil 3-season series was on Netflix. Season 1, I can't remember which episode. Duke can write that down there. There was a scene at one point, and it was beautiful from a cinematography point of view because the camera never cut away. The cameraman was in the fight, and you just see him going down the hall, breaking down doors, fighting, and it lasts just about 2 minutes. Maybe not even 2 minutes. No, it might be too long. We'll see.
We'll see. You have nothing to do with that. Holy Jesus, he's telling you.
The point is,
call you at night and tell you it's like...
Shut up. You're breaking my stride. The point is, when you see this fight...
That's what I'm supposed to do.
When you see this fight, they look tired. He fights, and then boom, and then they both...
It's like Scooby-Doo, man. They keep going in one door and they come out the other door.
Stop! They gotta stop.
Rare Revel. Okay, keep going, and they keep fighting. You're right. No, it's right. Keep going. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna participate.
You killed my buzz, man. You totally killed it.
The whole thing is.
And now I have a new rant. Dude keeps interrupting me every time I'm trying to make a point. So now I'm gonna have to fist fight him to show you.
I got your back, baby. So that whole scene is an
tired.
epic,
It's tired because it looks real.
And even if that would have been in a film, it would have been an absolutely epic part of that movie.
How long does a round of boxing last?
Well, it goes 2 minutes for every round.
2 minutes. That's it. And you see at the end of the 2 minutes, they're exhausted. They need to be back in their corner. They need to rehydrate. And these are freaking trained athletes. So the regular Joe in the movies, you bang, bang, bang. No, never going to happen. Step 3, still in the fist fighting. Knockouts. Do you know how difficult it actually is to knock someone unconscious?
I don't know. I don't like the way you're looking at me right now.
It annoyed me because you see these. Okay, the classic. This is from the 1960s Star Trek. The classic Jim Kirk. Remember the 2 hands? You go. Ugh. Yeah. First of all, if you hit me on the shoulder, I'm just gonna be like, "What the hell, dude?" Okay.
What do you want?
But to actually knock somebody out, you need to rattle their brain. Literally, that's what happens. The brain has to smack against the inside of the skull. It'll disrupt all the synapses and the neurons and all this stuff. And down you go. There's 3 ways to do that. First, hard, like I'm talking bone-breaking shot to the jaw. And the reason being is the jaw is not actually over the neck. It's in the front. So when you get hit in the jaw, your head will whip. And it's the whipping motion that shakes the brain. If it's done hard enough, knock the guy out. But you've seen real boxing, they get hit, they don't go. It's hard to knock out. You got to do it with all your strength.
Well, you need a neck that big to hold everything in place.
2 on the temple. All right? But that one, you can kill somebody. If you hit them hard enough, because the bone is very, very thin there, you can splinter the bone, which will hit the brain and cause severe brain damage, hemorrhaging, and possibly death.
I can't believe how much this is bugging you so much.
Hitting anywhere else on the skull, your fists are not solid enough to do it. If I punch you in the back of the skull to the point where I can knock you out, I will shatter every bone in my hand.
Again,
which, by the way, those fisticuffs, you will break the bones in your hand before you break anything else. All right? So you need to hit somebody with a blunt object that's much harder. And to do that, you got to do it hard too. You ever banged your head? It freaking hurts. You got to be like swing to kill, in which case you will likely kill. What you're doing when you knock somebody out is you're actually giving them a concussion. Concussions are serious. So when you see the good guys get knocked out and then they get up and they're like, oh, and then the adventure continues, no. They'd get up, they'd be all dizzy, they'd fall down again, they might not be able to speak coherently, they might forget a few things, they'd be dizzy, the ringing, they'd need to go to the hospital. So anytime somebody's just knocked out and then just gets back up 2 minutes later, it doesn't work that way. You actually have potential brain damage. Go to the hospital. So please, stop doing that with the heroes. They get knocked out, they're fine. But the bad guys, they get knocked out, they're dead.
I think I have a concussion.
It annoys me. It annoys me. Next. This is not a fight thing, but this is often seen in more of the supernatural type action flicks. When they need blood. Some kind of ritual, you know, we need human blood to open this path.
Okay.
What do every single idiot do? They got the knife, they pull out their hand and they go, why are you cutting your hand? You have so many freaking nerve endings in your hand, and it's going to be a gimp hand. You're touch so many things. You're going to get.
Why are you doing that?
You won't be able to hold anything properly.
Stupid.
It's stupid. You want blood? Hey, a little nick here. You know what? It's still blood. Is this going to slow me down? No. A sliced up hand, you're gonna need to go to the hospital again. You're gonna have freaking nerve damage in your hand. It's so freaking stupid. Seriously, why do that? What? Oh no, we're fine. No, you're not fine. You've damaged a very, very sensitive, integral part of your body. This, who cares? It annoys me. And finally...
Oh, okay. There's another one?
There's one last one. And this, every movie does this. The kill shot with the gun. Here's what happens. A good guy gets shot, boom, 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 boom. They live. They're still conscious. They're hurting, they're still conscious. A bad guy. You know what kills you instantly with a gunshot? You have to literally destroy the brainstem. That's the only way you die instantly. Anything else is gonna freaking hurt. Now, a heart shot, yeah, you've only got a few seconds because basically the heart stops pumping, so the brain does not, the blood doesn't go to your brain anymore. You will fall, go, and you'll be dead in about 20, 30 seconds. Some instant death. Lungs, yeah, you can't breathe very long, that too. Anywhere else, you're just gonna be like, motherfucker, that hurts. And the only way you die is if you're bleeding out. But for some reason, the good guys, they get shot everywhere. The two vital organs are missed. They're fine. Bad guys, it doesn't matter where they get hit. They just drop like a sack right away, never to move again.
Bad guys don't know how to shoot, man. That's like, we know that for a fact.
But bad guys don't know how to take bullets. It doesn't matter where they're hit.
Bad guys
it
are
annoys the crap out of me.
Kill because they're not built the same way and they don't know how to shoot.
The exception is the main badass henchman. You know, the one who can fight, and that guy doesn't die at all. I'm thinking, and sorry, I love this movie, but Die Hard, even though the chain was wrapped around his neck and the guy's hanging there, that blonde German guy, he still walks out of the building at the end. No. You're supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
All right? So either they don't die at all, or they go down so fast, and I know it's to create tension, or it's to get the hero to just move through the scene. This isn't a video game. It's not like bang, bang, and keep moving to the next level. It doesn't work that way in real life. Jesus Christ, can you please, for once, make the action believable?
Dude, is there a movie at one point that you watched, and we talked about the Daredevil thing.
Yeah.
But are there...
Hang on, I need a sip. I've been ranting for a while.
Are there specific movies or a series of movies where you've seen fight scenes and you were like, okay, I'm in this. They're selling this, and I'm completely on board with it.
You know what? Sadly, I can't think of one.
So even like have you seen the Bourne movies?
Yes, even the Bourne movies.
Even the Bourne movies.
Don't get me wrong; they're exciting, but the level of martial arts.
Oh, I know
the fatigue thing. The fatigue thing. Jason Bourne just keeps going. He's the freaking Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. But
I don't believe it.
The
shots, again, he'll shoot the bad guys, they'll drop right away.
Yeah, he knows where to shoot.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
the good guy.
Unless you destroy the brainstem, you're not going to drop right away.
Man, we would like use a toaster.
Yeah.
Use like everything that was in flip shit and everything else.
Cool, visually stunning, impressive.
Yeah, but it's way better.
They'd be tired about 20% of that into that fight.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like
so he keeps going. Again, like I said, he breaks the endurance rule and he breaks the shooting rule. The bad guys get hit, they drop right away. Unless you have a bullet that's laced with like an instant poison, they're not going to drop right away.
Instant poison.
You know, like that's kind of like toad, that Amazon toad poison thing. Exactly. My freaking point. The worst of the worst. And I understand they're in a digital world, so it's not the same way. But The Matrix.
Oh, well, no, don't even start with that.
Actually, Matrix 2. We don't need a 20-minute fight scene where you're like half flying through the room. Seriously, it just I lose the point of the film. I'm like, your choreographer was paid by the hit. Is that it? So let's just pack 20 minutes worth of a ridiculous fight scene where there's no blood at all.
Okay, so you want to compare to like how garbage fight scenes are now and how ridiculous they are. Just compare Roadhouse, the one with Patrick Swayze. And then the new one...
I didn't even want to watch the new one. I haven't seen it. Don't care to want to see it.
You want to lose your freaking mind on this fight scene?
No.
This is superhero level fight scenes.
For a guy who's just a bouncer.
This is 100% something... Well, he's special forces, but he ends up being a bouncer. But special forces, I guess they mean super powered special forces. Because that movie should have been a Marvel movie where you find out that this bouncer actually has superpowers.
Yeah.
And even the bad guy, it's absolutely
So you made me want to see it even less. The original Roadhouse, you know what? Yeah, there were bar fights. There were bar fight, a couple of smacks, a couple of this. As far as I remember, I haven't seen that movie in over 20 years. But as far as I remember, a couple of bar fights, smacks, and kicks, and that was it.
Dude.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a believable fight.
I miss old-timey movies when they had like bar scenes like Cowboys, or even they had like the black and white Batman and Robin series, and when they would fight Batman and Robin, but
the
when they
30s
would
series,
fight,
yeah.
they would like throw people over.
It was
When
dirty,
they would fight,
street
they
level
jump,
fighting.
and it's
Yeah.
So if you just look and try to find like an old Western bar fight, or even that, if I don't know if that's available.
Before the martial arts and the wire
when
work.
they went completely nuts on fighting. Those like old movies, they would actually, the stuntmen were actually prepping a scene where it was believable. It was an actual fight.
It was an actual fight.
And people would get thrown around, like the good guys would get thrown around like crazy.
Sadly, people might find that boring nowadays based on the new standards, but the new standards are completely unrealistic.
Just don't make it black and white.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Just in color.
Anyways, that's what annoys the crap out of me. Please, in the comments, first, subscribe.
You got to do that.
And then like and share.
You got to do
in the
that.
comments,
show the love. We do. We can't wait to see you.
I want you to tell me of an actual believable fight scene in a movie. I want to see it. This is what I need in my life right now.
I think they can definitely... I can't wait for Hollywood to see this episode and to actually
pay attention.
Not a TV show, but a TV show or a movie where the main character is able to defend himself and is actually able to use certain techniques that are actual techniques that you would use to stay alive
based
in a
in
situation.
reality. That's all I ask.
Adrenaline driven, but you know that you have seconds, if not just a few minutes, to get that, because when adrenaline kicks in, it doesn't last long, man. It's a quick burn. So to be able to get out of the situation, to me, it's always when the guy is able to get his way out of it and then just boots it. I'm getting the hell out of here as fast as I can because this is out of my control. But
speaking of which, I'm getting the hell out of this one.
Talking about losing control.
See you next Thursday.
We'll see you next time. Let's go fight.
Oh.